I think I'm happy.
Cool.
I think I'm happy. Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
And I am Ted, and let's get extreme.
This week, Ted and I took on the Netflix suspense thriller Apex, starring
Charlize Theron. There's only three people in this movie, really. Taron, Egerton. And then Eric Bana makes a cameo at the beginning.
Yeah.
The other people don't even, they're not even in it.
Yeah, they're two people. Yeah. Egerton and Egerton, excuse me, and Theron. Charlize.
Dude, you crack me up on names. You
I'm
cannot get names.
I suck. I just call her beautiful.
She's a very pretty woman.
So
very good actress.
I think she's like 50.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous anyway, I'm going to shut up before I get myself in trouble with my wife, who, by the way, is ridiculous for her age.
50 is the new 35. It doesn't matter. I mean, I know so many of my friends' wives that are, not so many, but I have friends' wives that are closing in on 50 that couldn't look a day over 35.
I think your eyesight changes as you get older.
I'll show you pictures when we get done with this podcast.
No, I'm just, not your eyesight, your tastes. How about that?
Yeah.
I think your tastes change as you mature.
Sure.
So that's what separates us from, I don't know.
I'm just saying, I mean, you know.
In this world of pedophiles, I'm not going down the road right now.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. I do think you it's not like I agree with you. I'm a 45-year-old, 46-year-old man, and I look at Charlize Theron, and I look at her, and I'm like, you are a very attractive lady that, of age, that is of my age. But I don't necessarily look at Sydney Sweeney, who's like 30, and go, look at that smoke show. I mean, she's pretty, but it's like, that's kind of weird.
I don't know if it's weird. I just, I think that was probably a really bad example.
Okay. Someone else. I guess I wouldn't look at like a 24-year-old and be like, look at that hottie.
Yeah. Maria. She's Top Gun Maverick.
Oh.
She's in a lot of stuff these days.
She's probably mid-30s.
So,
but anyway.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. So let me get into what this movie's about. All right. Miss Theron. Charlize
Theron. I don't know.
Anyway, this is sad, Andrew. I'm going to call her by her character name, Sasha. Sasha is one of these extreme sportists, and the movie has her and her boyfriend, who is too an extreme sportist, spending the first 15-20 minutes of this movie. And that's a window of time climbing a mountain, free climbing, right? And an accident happens, and she becomes the girlfriend widow. And she goes back to his native land, Australia, looking for some closure, I guess. And she does some rafting. And I'm just going to sum this up. This was a hunted movie.
Mm-hmm.
She was the prey, and Taron, whose name is Ben. Just going with Ben because that's what she called him, Ben. Ben is a cannibal, and it's a cat and mouse hunting her down. There you go.
Oh, and
I saved a lot of time.
That's a lot. You told a lot of things, but the funniest part is I was watching this movie. Really enjoyed this.
This is a funny movie. This is a funny.
I enjoyed this movie. I thought this movie was good.
All right.
I thought it moved well. He was great, by the way. He's a really good actor.
This is on Netflix, 134 in time.
And I find Netflix movies to really be hit or miss. Like most of the time a miss. But this one I enjoyed. As soon as she picked up his beef jerky and took a bite and flipped the back over, I go, oh, that's people. And Paige goes, what? I go, that's people. That's people. They foreshadowed. They looked at it creepy when he dropped it off in the store. It's people. And she's like, no, it's not. And then about 45 minutes later, she goes, it's people. I go, yeah. That's why she gave it that look. That's why she double took. That's why all the guys were like looking at him weird. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing I thought. I mean, overall, this movie's good. I'm going to give it a good score. I enjoyed it. I watched it 3 times.
People jerky.
Yeah, people jerky. But what I'll say is, when I see these people, I don't understand it. What is the point in climbing a mountain like that?
Yeah, I'm not an extreme sportist, that's for sure, especially at my age now. Now, I probably would have been a little bit more inclined when I was younger, and there wasn't a lot of fear in my bones, and which I find is funny, talking about aging. That's one thing that ages does to you. It
Puts the fear in your bone?
It instills, I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's because you feel your body just can't handle stuff, so you're afraid to do it, or I don't know. You just grow up and say, hey, that was stupid.
Yeah,
why did I do that?
I found myself as I've gotten older, I don't want to get on roller coasters.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like where I used to love them and I'm ridden them in the last few years and I'm like, why did I do this? What's the point?
You know, we were just recently out in California, right? And we went to, Santa Cruz and the boardwalk there. And they got one of those sky riders, skyline things. Yeah. And I haven't been on one of those in years, right?
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I'm going to preference this by saying I had an MRI, about, I don't know, 25 years ago. And it was the first and the last one that I've had.
Did you freak out?
Well, I didn't freak out while I was having it. But if you look, and nobody told me this, but if you look in the small print, it can screw up your head.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I just,
I mean,
I'm not prepared here.
I had one on my shoulder about 8-9 years ago, and they put me in that little tube, and I go, nope, pull me out. And she goes, calm down, everybody. I go, no, pull me out, or I'm going to break your machine. And she pulled me out and rolled her eyes. It's funny. And then I had to get the open-ended one. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah,
it's like a circle lowers on you. But
oh no, I haven't seen that.
The sides are open. It's much less aggressive.
Yeah. It can mess with you. Like here, the experience can be uncomfortable, claustrophobic, causing anxiety. The scan itself does not damage the brain, but it really can screw with you. Okay, the odds are, it's like a disclaimer, right? I saw it the second time I went in for one, and I was like, you know what? After reading that, I'm not doing this. We'll figure something else out to deal with this problem.
Yeah.
And so anyway, but I became claustrophobic, afraid of heights. After I used to have no problem. I mean, prior to the MRI, I had no problem with heights. I mean, goodness gracious, I'm, in a harness jumping off of a big bunny onto a big chest, and it wasn't even I mean, there's a photo around here. Right over there. There's a photo of me sitting on Big Bunny's head, and I mean, they raised that thing up to the rafter in the studio, and which was 40, 50 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm literally, I'm napping up there.
I don't have a heights thing, but I definitely have a claustrophobia thing.
Okay. Yeah. It did.
Maybe it's from that.
It did. I mean, it really, really messed with me. And again, it says 99.9%. So I feel real lucky that I was the 0.1% of of it that screwed up. But anyway, I couldn't do extreme sports anymore. I mean, I'm battling a 20-foot ladder now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were in Santa Cruz. I know that's where I was going. And I didn't think about it when I got on it initially. And but once I left that platform and when I was up there on that sky ride thing, Skyliner, and my feet were dangling, I was like, oh my God, because I was, you're up 30, 40 feet, whatever it is. And I got a little panicky.
Yeah.
Up there. And then here comes this like 8-year-old kid, okay? Could easily go out from underneath the bar. I mean, without hesitation. And I'm white knuckling this thing at this point, And she's over there kicking her feet and waving her arms and going back and forth. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Not what I wanted to see.
You remember that thing at Opryland they had that they?
Yeah, the sky ride. Yeah,
but you're talking the
Same
sky ride, but
thing.
it closed in. You were in like a box.
No, it's just a chair with a bar down.
Right.
Now.
That's like a ski lift.
Yeah, like a ski lift. But I don't think I could do a ski lift now. I mean, I probably could, but
I could with snow on the ground, but not without.
It would
Not
it
without.
would be so hard.
Dude, if there's snow on the ground, my head goes, if you fall, you'll be fine. But if it's just rock, I'm like, no. I don't like any of that stuff anymore.
I was sitting there going across that thing in Santa Cruz. My wife and her friend were in the cart in front of us, and I'm just sitting there going, "Come on, Andrew!" I mean, I'm saying this to myself, not out
Psych
loud.
yourself up, dude.
Well, I was like just recalling all the stuff I did back in the day when there was an S on my chest.
When you weren't old.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Come on." Anyway, let's get back to this thing. Apex. Yeah, it's a hunt movie. Now you were talking about Taron, Egerton here. Egerton.
You can just call him Taron.
And I think this movie just labeled him. Now we've seen him in a couple of other things that we've reviewed here. He was that TSA worker, and Jason Bateman was the bad guy in that, and he was the good guy. He's the bad guy in this, right?
Yeah.
But I think that this role, because he did so well in it, I think this just took his career in a different direction. He's now going to be typecast. Mm-hmm. He's a villain. He's a heel if it was this professional wrestling.
Yes.
So this really changed the trajectory of his career. I mean, up until this movie, he pretty much played the good guy. I mean, all the golden circle things and or whatever they call those, where he's the MI6 guy for Britain and whatever. Yeah, he's typically always played the good
Kingsman.
guy. Kingsman, there you go.
Played Elton John.
Right. I mean, which was a little weird, but,
he's good, though.
Psychedelic. Yeah, I think this movie changed his career direction.
He also played Eddie the Eagle.
I don't remember that.
It's like the first Olympic.
Oh, yes,
jumper.
yeah. I just
He's great. He's a really good actor. He did great in this role.
Well, like I said, I think he did so good, this changed his trajectory.
Might have.
This is where Hollywood's going to say, okay.
The only thing that was stupid in this movie is, and I don't care, spoiler alert, is when he took his fake teeth out and had little ground down fangs. I was like, that's stupid. You didn't need it.
All right. Well, I did my best. All right. When there's a moment, anytime you find out that you're the prey in this little game called Hunted, right? Mm-hmm. Typically, even in the menu, they give you a head start, 60 seconds or whatever, right?
Yep.
And this is no different from that. And when it comes to the Hunted type movies, she got a song. He's going to play a song and gave her a head start. Now, your typical song's anywhere from 2.5 to 3 minutes in length. This was my problem with this movie, was the fact it was like there was no head start.
No, he was
right on her.
I mean, within a minute.
And she had a 2.5 minute head start on him.
It's not really enough time to do anything if someone's running through the woods and knows the woods very well.
Well, not only that, she gets in her kayak, and she takes off down the river to get away. That river was moving a lot faster than you can run.
Yeah.
So that was my problem with this movie, was the fact that he caught up with her so quick. Was that but other than that, for what this movie is, I thought it was all right.
Just all right?
It's probably one of the best of these type of movies I've ever seen. I'll say that. But I'm not a big fan of this hunted type of movie.
Ooh, it's got a bad popcorn score.
So I'm not there. I think there has to be some Hollywood responsibility with the content they put out. And if this type of movie triggers one person, just one, then I think we have a problem. I mean, if somebody shows up in court in the next 5 years and says, "Oh, I watched Apex and I got my teeth ground down to fangs," and
stupid,
I'm going to say, okay, stop making these kind of movies.
I don't think anybody's going to blame them. As much as I enjoyed it, I don't think anybody's going to blame this modern masterpiece.
You never know. You never know. And so that's, I just, I'm not a big fan of serial killers.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure most of the audience is going to agree with me on that one.
Oh, I think a lot of the audience are real big fans of serial killers and true crime.
You think so?
That's one of the most popular genres.
Oh, I know, but I just,
This is kind of too...
have to think on the other side of that. You could be becoming a victim of that serial killer. So
I like horror movies that are a little more fantastical. When it gets real, like this could happen, then I'm like, oh, I don't know about that.
Well, this could happen.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also not a dum-dum, and I'm not going in the outback to go hike.
We just did the Sharknado movie there last week. I tried to erase the name from my memory. What was the name of that, Ted?
Drift or
Thrash.
Shark.
Thrash, yeah. And I pretty much harped on it for the fact that it was nowhere near bask in the form of reality.
Oh, yeah.
But this one was bathed in reality.
If he hadn't taken his denture teeth out and revealed those fangs, right, I would have been 100% in. I'd have been like that. That made it silly.
Yeah. Well,
it's also like, yeah. Anyway,
I'm just saying that's what scares me about movies like this is that this stuff can happen. This could happen.
What's your number?
So my number is a 7.3.
I'm a 7.5.
Okay.
Dead on, bro.
I'm taking it for what it is, and it is a well-produced movie. The acting in it was good. I didn't care for the subject matter, but, it hit the note that I always kind of look for in a movie. Does it spur an emotion or does it spur a reaction? And this movie spurred an emotion, which to me makes it a decent movie.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they tweaked it around somehow, changed the storyline up so it wasn't dealing with a serial killer cannibal. It was something else. Here we go. All right. She's in Australia to mourn in her special way her boyfriend who passed away, and she goes on this river trip. And what if she met up with somebody and like on a buddy system to go down the river, right? Mm-hmm. In a kayak, and they hit it off. They, like that, and then they come upon a couple of guys that are bad hombres and just fooling around and want to cause harm, and things get escalated. Like road rage instead of river rage.
They've already made that movie.
So
that exact movie you're talking about is called Blackwater.
Okay,
and it takes place in Canada.
And so
also River Wild
and
with Meryl Streep.
Yeah. I can't. It's the hunted thing. I'm just, that's what I said. That there's lots of these types of movies out there. Well, that with Kevin Bacon was in one.
Yeah,
was that the River Wild? Wasn't
Kevin Bacon was in 2 movies about whitewater rafting
and murders.
Yeah, River Wild.
Yeah, River Wild.
And then the other one was Whitewater Summer.
Okay.
Where he was a guide to a young Sean Astin right after Goonies.
Okay.
And it was like a wilderness retreat where he was teaching him how to be dudes. And then Sean Astin's like a nerdier kid that knows how to do gadgets. And he's like, that's not what this is about. It's not, gee, and then he freaks out and then he gets injured and one of them pushes him off a cliff and he breaks his leg and they fix a whole thing and take him downriver.
Okay. I did not see that one.
Hey, guess what my flashback is?
Oh. Is it you or is it me?
I don't know, but my next one's Whitewater Summer.
Well, you take this week because I got one, but you go ahead since you want to tie it all in. And so, all right. I was a 7.3. Again, this is Netflix, 1 hour, 35 minutes. It's unusual for me to say it seemed longer than that, but it was okay because it seemed longer than 1 hour and 35 minutes because it was very intense. And that's what prolonged it in my head was I was looking for moments of this thing to take a breath and I couldn't.
Yeah,
right?
There's not a lot of slowdown in this movie. There's almost none. I mean, once it starts going, it goes.
Yeah. Like I said, the opening, which has nothing to do with this movie for all practical purposes, is in the range of 15 to 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that was filled with anxiety. I mean, for me.
I thought this movie, I thought it seemed shorter than the length, but I like this type of movie. This is not your jam.
Yeah, like I said, it just hit the note of evoking an emotion from me. So yeah, and that's good. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. This was shot in Ted's favorite place to shoot movies now, down in Australia. The director, go ahead.
At least it's an Australian movie. So, I can get behind an Australian movie made in Australia, not supposed to be South Carolina, Australia.
Right. I understand what you're saying. It was directed by, I can't even do it. He's an Icelandic director, Balasar.
Don't worry about it. He does a bunch of just action movies.
And, that's where I was going. This guy's a veteran of this type of movie, so he knew what he was doing going into it. He did Everest, Adrift, Contraband with Mark Wahlberg, which if you haven't
probably
seen
seen
that,
7 or 8 times.
I've seen it. So he is no stranger to this evolution of movies. So he knew what buttons to push, where to put the camera, and how to direct the actors to get what I call the drawing out that emotion.
I'm going to get you a Mark Wahlberg T-shirt.
I don't know where you got in your idea that I'm a big Mark
Wahlberg.
I don't know where.
Have you ordered any municipal?
No,
athletic gear.
Mark, I like you, but I'm not a super fan. If you're listening,
buddy,
I just want you to know that you're either on or you're off. I'm going to be honest with you, and you know what? I'm pretty sure you're pretty honest with yourself.
Mark Wahlberg, if you ever hear this, just know my podcasting co-host is a super fan.
What Mark Wahlberg stuff do I have?
Father Stu, he loves all of your work.
Nothing.
He loves your work so much he only eats Wahlburgers, burger meat from Publix.
Never had one.
I've never had a Wahlburger.
I've never had. I see it. I don't buy it. I've never bought it. So I
think it's time.
And we vacation a place we vacation. There's a Wahlburgers there. Never have eaten a Wahlburgers.
Well, I think it's time.
I mean, I'm just now, Mark. I'm going to take this opportunity because when opportunity knocks. Is there a Wahlburgers in Nashville?
Is there? I don't think there is.
Mark, if you want to throw me a bone, okay, and give me the franchise right for a Wahlburgers, that's it. I don't need a region, a territory, the state, or whatever. You just give me the rights, the franchise rights to one Wahlburger in my local area here, and I'll take it. And I will be a Mark Wahlberg super fan at that point.
Oh, he's a super fan. Don't let him. Hey, let's find it. Locations in Tennessee.
There's got
over 30 locations
in Tennessee.
No.
Yeah, I don't
think there. No, it's let's see.
Yeah,
there is one in Memphis.
Okay, Mark, if you want to throw me the rights to a franchise here in the Middle Tennessee area, I'll happily be a brand man for you, okay? I get it. All right, so anyway. All right, Tad, you've got the rewind this week now. Go for it.
Whitewater Summer on Amazon Prime.
There you go. And tell everybody who's in it and what it's about. And
I'm going to give you the whole rundown of the cast because it's got some pretty ballin' people in it. You ready?
Okay.
I'll give you read it for you. Whitewater. Oh, it popped right up from 1987.
Okay.
The story of a shy boy who gets convinced by his parents to spend a few summer days in the mountains. So he joins the group, and the vacation begins. Unfortunately, things turn out to be a little tough on our small friend. Starring Kevin Bacon as Vic, Sean Astin, Jonathan Ward, Casey Martell, and Matt Adler.
There you go. Had we stuck with the plan, I was going to go down to Notting Hill route.
I mean, I love that movie.
That was my rewind.
I love that movie.
Right.
I'm just a girl standing here asking a boy to love him.
That's why you're an actor. You remember those lines.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
I remember entire scenes in Whitewater Summer. I mean, I could just say them. When I was a kid, I had a VHS copy of Breakfast Club, and I watched it over 150 times. Because, you just pop it in, because sometimes nothing's on cable. I can start at the beginning and tell you every word of dialogue in that entire movie, scene by scene.
I'm more selective with movies and lines. I just pull out the good ones, like "Bring me my cheese whiz, boy."
Yeah.
And Goonga Galunga. I've got that going for me. Total consciousness on my deathbed. Anyway, all right. Anything else, Ted?
I've been watching.
What's your off the record score for that movie there that you just said? What would you give that? Whitewater.
Oh, Whitewater Summer?
Yeah.
Take my nostalgia away from it.
Yeah.
7. Easy 7.
Oh,
it's a good movie.
Okay.
But it's like a kids movie. It's like a teenage guy that goes to wilderness camp.
Well, see, now you're delving into the important stuff.
Yeah,
here.
like there's like campfire. I mean, and Kevin Bacon's just like, that's his job. He's like a guide, and he's teaching you to like how to whitewater raft and catch fish. But he's kind of a psycho. He's like a weirdo. He's too intense with it.
Oh. Okay.
But it's a good movie. You'll like it. You would like it if you watch it. You never watch my rewinds.
Yeah. Well,
I thought when we started this, you would give me a rewind and I would watch it.
Yeah.
And I did, like the first 4. And then I was like, Andrew's not watching any of these rewinds.
No. I tried that Emilio Estevez thing.
You didn't even finish it.
I got 3/4 of the way through it and I forgot about it, but
the movie's
I did do
awesome.
It. No,
the movie's awesome. The Judgment Night soundtrack is dope. I listen to it at the gym all the time.
All right. What? Anything else? before we hang it up here?
I've been watching
Unplug
the
it.
final season of The Boys. It's been good. I'm enjoying it. There's 2 episodes left.
They've been pushing it on social.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
I mean, it's interesting, not to be political here, but it is interesting how...
They're tying it in.
Well, no, they had already made the episode. Okay, so Homelander, the Superman guy, he now believes he's God. And like he put out, it's so funny. The creator went on and like when Trump put that thing of him as like Jesus,
right?
And then everybody was like, "What?" The guy that created The Boys was like, "Hold up, dude. We literally shot this 6 months ago, and we did that exact as a joke." And then they did it in real life. It was really funny.
Well, you know, I did a short. You can go onto our social, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. Kind of I don't want to call it a rant, because I was watching Survivor with my wife, and it's called Fan Favorites this year, and they get to pick the rules of the game. Jimmy Fallon picked this one rule, and I just totally disagreed with it. I thought it was stupid, and it cost somebody, a player, their existence in the game, because it was really, it was a death thing. I mean, Jimmy Fallon was, if you don't complete the task, you have to vote yourself off the island tonight. And I can't believe, and I was upset that the producers were doing that, right? That they even went along with that. I mean, as a former reality producer, I would have said no. You can't have somebody vote themselves off. And more or less, they not only did he have to vote himself off, he had to tell the group that he failed the test at, what do they call that, Isolation Island or something like that.
I've never seen a single episode of Survivor.
Oh. Anyway, he had to come back and say, I didn't do it, and I have to now vote myself off the island tonight at Tribal. And so everybody just jumped on the bandwagon and voted him off. I thought that was horrible that the producers did this. But here's where I'm going with this. Is I was also kind of ranting. Survivor's been on the air for 25 years, 50 seasons, 2 a year, right? And when they started this in 1991, the grand prize was $1 million. 25 years later.
You mean 2001?
I'm sorry, yeah, 2001.
I was about to be like, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, 2001. All right, thank you for correcting me. 2001. The grand prize was $1 million. You know what $1 million in today is worth?
$5 million?
No. I mean it because of inflation.
Yeah. What would it be now?
$550,000 is the equivalent of today's $1 million prize versus $1 million back in 2000. So it would
be $2 million now.
So, well, that's what I said. I said in my little rant 2 weeks ago about this, I said, you know what? And it really ticks me off that they haven't upped the price. It should be a minimum of $2 million now. A minimum. I just saw a promo for Survivor where they upped it to $2 million. So, yeah, right?
The public speaks.
Andrew speaks.
Andrew speaks.
They got a hold of my thing, and it's, okay, let's real time $2 million up now. Yeah.
Oh, I did see that they did drop you're not going to be into this, but maybe somebody that listens to us is. The guy that did Weapons and Barbarian, which are not for you, right. He is doing the new Resident Evil movie. And I saw the trailer, which looks real good.
Okay.
Really good. It came out this week and or last week. It's real cool looking. He's a good director.
All right. I'm going to end on this. Jeff Jarrett, save me an email, okay? Shoot me one, call me, whatever. You've got my number. I want you to come on the show because I binged the Hollywood Hogan.
I did too!
All 4 episodes of it, and I need Mr. Jarrett.
We need a professional.
We're just going to have a guest spot, and let's talk about this. I know, if I'm understanding correctly, that you've seen it as well. So I'd love for you to come on the show.
I think every wrestler has seen it.
Yeah, I want you to come on the show and let's not only talk about it, but let's have a convo, because I think you're a really good actor. I said it a couple of years ago when we started this podcast. You were in what, Spring Breakers, right? He was phenomenal. He did a really good job acting. I can't understand why he didn't go that way.
I think my friend Saban, who's a big wrestling fan and a director in his own right, I think he suggested Jeff. Because his mom is Lorraine Mayfield, who's a casting director. And I think she cast Spring Break. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Saban was the one that, like, suggested Jeff.
Yeah, he's done a couple of movies. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here. Jeff's got a podcast, My World with Jeff Jarrett. If you don't listen, go give that a listen. I listen to it. Because I like to see where it's going, and I like to be able to tick in when I know something. I've got 2 degrees of separation from whatever he's talking about. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right, that's it, Jeff. We would love to have you. We'll do a special show with a guest, and we'll just shoot it for about 45 minutes.
She did cast it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. I mean, she's a huge casting director, but I know that Jeff told me. He's like, yes, Saban called me about that. So Saban must have thought he would be, and he was really good. He was great.
He was really, really good.
Dude, all those wrestlers, I've coached some of them in acting. Like, all those wrestlers, they're already acting. So it's like most of them can translate it.
Well, that was one of the things that I thought was very interesting in this documentary was, I thought it was interesting that Hogan was really calling wrestling out.
Yeah.
And for what it was. And
I still have 1 episode left. Do they get into him saying racist stuff in the 4th episode?
Yeah, well, they bring it up, yeah.
You got to bring it up. You did it.
Yeah. Just looking at Jeff's IMDb pages, and it's probably 15 refreshes long because everything in there is related to wrestling. So, and goodness gracious, 52 episodes of Impact every year.
Oof. I don't know how he still wrestles some. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
He's your age, right?
Yeah, we're the same age.
I mean, dude. And last time I saw him, I was like, dude, you're looking jacked.
All right, Jeff, if you don't respond in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to shoot you an email, see what we can set up for a guest on the show. So, having said that, and I'm recommending the documentary. That's on Netflix too.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a good it's a good documentary, produced well, done well, and it's kind of neat hearing it coming from Hogan himself or Balia. All right, anyway, I'm good. Thanks everybody for watching and listening, whatever you do. Until next week, I'm Andrew.
And I guess I'm Ted.